Well,
Okay.
1st of February, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay, see, he counted the money, he took the money, and he put it into the hand of the owner. Instead of putting it into the keys of the owner, he put it into his hand. And so that's where he put it into the hand of the owner. So the question is, which brisa is the one that says that he's yotze, and which is the brisa that says that he's not yotze? What's the difference whether he puts it into the keys or whether he puts it into his hand?
the explanation here is that the victim might have.
We're going to read the Rashi. We're going to read the Rashi over here. Rashi is going to explain us. Okay, so
You reading the Gemara first or the Rashi first?
oh, and you're right. I think you're right, Phil. That the ha is going on the answer after this one.
No, the ha is going on. The ha is going on this answer about the two brises. Ha is one brisa, Vaha is the second brisa. Let him read the few lines. The Ibai Miss Ema, what they call a third explanation, which is let's see where that one is starting.
We're on 118B3, left-hand column, second paragraph.
I got that. I'm just trying to figure out in the Gemara where it is. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Very confusing.
I'm looking at I see where it is. I'm looking in the Gemara, not necessarily the article. Okay, fine. It's 1, 2, 3.
The East lay Zuze Achrine Kise. The lace lay Zuze Achrine Kise.
Okay, this Gemara starts 3 lines above the Mishnah, the Ibai Yisema. Okay, that's what we're going to just read a couple of lines, and then we'll do the Rashis.
Okay, so who's reading? Whoever wants to read, you can read. Whatever you want to read.
Start with a third explanation.
Yes, the third explanation.
A third explanation of the dispute between two brises. The E for yes, a more, or if you prefer to say Dekole Olama Ish Lahu the Rabbi Yitzchak, that everyone agrees with Rabbi Yitzchak, and they also agree that the owners county exempts a robber from responsibility. Below kasha, yet there is no contradiction between the two brises. Hor de morni more lay he saw this because this first brisa, which rules that the robber has fulfilled his obligation, refers to where he counted the money and put into the victim's purse. For de mornay or more day. But the second brisa, which rules that the robber has not fulfilled his obligation, refers to where he counted the money and put it into the victim's hand.
Okay.
So why is he not Yotzi if he put it into his hand? Wouldn't that sound like a better way? It's even, what more can you do? You put it right into his hand. How could it be that he's not Yotzi in that case?
There's a footnote that clarifies that. It's number 25. It says, right, the victim might then have kept the money in his hand until he reaches his home, where he casts it into a box that contains other coins. See Rashi. Thus, he would not know that the robber had given him extra money.
So we're talking about a case where where the Goslin was embarrassed to tell him that here's the stolen money. It's being returned to you over here. He's embarrassed to say that because the guy's going to look at him and say, "What? You stole money from me? You blankety blank that you are." So he doesn't want to get into that. So he just wants to sort of get it into his hand without having to admit that he stole anything from him. So he's not. So really, what he's doing over here is that if you remember the story is that the first thing that happened is this guy guzzled from this person. Jew number one guzzled from Jew number two. That's the first thing that happened. The second thing that happened is that Jew number one, the Goslin, he purchased a certain purchase from Jew number two that he stole from. And now he needs to pay for that purchase, and he's going to pay for that purchase. So rather than the way he's going to pay for the purchase, he's going to give him. Let's say the purchase was $100 for whatever he bought a widget for $100. So he gives him $100, and also he's got to give him $200 for the thievery that he did, that he stole from the purse. So if he puts it back into the purse. Since everybody agrees that we go like Rabbi Yitzchak, and he's constantly looking and monitoring his purse to see that he's got all his money there. So when he's gonna, the next time he checks, he's gonna see that this guy gave him $100 for the purchase. And also, there's $200 in the purse. He doesn't know who gave that to him. He doesn't know. But at the end of the day, he says, "Okay, fine. At least the money that I know was stolen from me has now been returned." And like that knowledge of it being returned is sufficient, according to the Brisa, to say that the Goslin has fulfilled his obligation of Hashava, and Nafkamina is that if somebody would steal from the purse after that, the first Goslin wouldn't be responsible to reimburse him for that thievery. In addition to the second Goslin, of course. But in the second Brisa, it says he has not fulfilled his obligation. He put it into the hand. So let's take a look at Rashi. Why is this no good that he puts it into his hand?
Okay, well, we got two Rashi. First Rashi is the word ha, which is talking about the first price, huh? And you just had to place there the ha, the first ha. Okay, the first ha. The Katani, it taught lo yatsa, that he's not off the hook there. It doesn't work. The Manei, because the Goslin is that he counted a Manei? The thief.
The Goslin, we say that he counted it.
He counted it, Verma Liadeh. And he put it into, gave it to him. Didn't
Right.
exalt
In his hand.
in his hand. Didn't exalt, and the victim, so to speak, the hand didn't exalt. He gave it to the hand with an exalt.
Put it in his hand, as opposed to putting it in the purse.
Hilchok, therefore, Ekel Amim, you're able to say the heshlichu ze lechevoto v'lo minan lo ma'anan. So he sent it for his to chevoto, to his friend, and lo manan. He didn't count it. It wasn't counted.
We're saying Hilkach, therefore Ikala Memor, there is to say in regard to this case, that Shlicho Zeh, that he casts he cast this, meaning this money that the Goslin gave him to be the 200 to pay back for the Gezel, Letevato, he put it into his teva. Put into his teva, and I guess in his house, and below manon, and he did not count it because he doesn't, even though he's always counting the money that he's got in his keys. So then he knows that he got this $200 back that was stolen from him. But if it's going to be given into his hand, Rashi says there's a possibility that from his hand he put it into his, he didn't put it into his keys. He put it into, instead of putting it into his keys, he put it into his teva in his house. And over there, he, for some reason, he doesn't always check to see what's going on with his, he doesn't check to see how much he's got in the teva, which is a bit of a difficulty. If he's going to check to see how much he's got in his wallet, obviously he's going to check all the time to see what he's got in his teva also, at least. I mean, when he's home, he's got the ability to do that. He's going to see, if he's got money there, he's going to make sure that he's got all his money. He's going to be monitoring it. But we're saying that no, if he puts it into his teva in his house, we don't say that he's constantly checking over there, and there is the possibility that he never counted it, and that he would have spent it in the Makolet, and never realized that money was returned to him, and that he has been returned the money. And so therefore, that's not called a proper hashava that the Goslin did, and therefore he'd be on the hook for that money if something happened to it. Okay. So Rashi explained the
And then there's another Rashi, another Vaha.
Okay.
And there's another Vaha.
Louis, you want to read?
Yeah, the Rashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, read. There's a Rashi. It's the second. It's a Vaha. The first word on the line. 1, 2, 3, 3 lines above the Masnisen in the Rashi. You're reading Rashi Dibra Maskil Veha.
Okay, I'm looking for it.
It's the first word on the line. After the gray marking, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines down. The Katani Yotza Vaha.
V'ha l'ba'olam teha amarle.
No.
After the Vaha, it says the Katani is the word after that. Vaha is the first word on the line. There's not many times it's the first word on the line.
What's the second word on the line?
The Katani Yotza.
Okay.
We're in the Rashi. You're in the Rashi?
I'm in the Rashi, but apparently I'm on the wrong line. V'ha.
You see where the first line it says Mem Tuf Nun Yud / Masnisen? It's towards the bottom of the narrow lines of Rashi.
Okay. See where the Mishnah? Okay.
Where is it from there?
Do you know where the Mishnah? You see the Mishnah in the Rashi? Go up 4 lines from the Mishnah in the Rashi.
Above or below?
Above. 4 lines above the Mishnah in the Rashi.
Aha, I see it. Dikatani Yatsa Damne Gozel, Gazlan, Virama, the Kisei, Negzal, V'kevan deis lan to Rebbe Yitzchak minayin poter, poter. So that it's written. He went out. And he stole. I don't know what the Rama is.
He placed it.
And he placed it in his pocket.
Right.
That the pocket, I guess the pocket of the victim.
Right. The one that was stolen from.
And since that there is the opinion of Rabbi Yitzchak, minayin poter, from which he is exempt.
Minyan poter.
When he counted, the thief became exempt.
Right. Kaven the Islam the Rebbe Yitzchak, since we hold from Rebbe Yitzchak that that's the halacha, so we're assuming that he's constantly checking his keys, and therefore he will have made a minyan. We assume that he made a minyan, and the minyan will be poter over here. The minyan will be poter. And so therefore, if he puts it into the keys of the nigzal, that's the brisa that's talking about that the gazlan will be yotze, even though he did not inform him that the stolen money is being returned. Okay, so that's whatever number answer it is. You want to say that it is. Then we go to the next Ibois Ema. We got another answer. Ibois Ema, and we go to, who wants to read now? Alan, you want to read the next piece of Gemora it's right before the Mishnah.
Before the Mishnah.
It's
right side.
A dissenting view.
The fourth explanation. You're on 118b3 on the right side, above the Mishnah.
The Gemara reflects a challenge. Is that it?
Are you 118b3? You got to be on the wrong page.
118b3. Okay, I got it. The third explanation?
Fourth explanation. You're on the right side.
Okay. A fourth explanation of the strip between the two brises of the Ebos and Amor, or if you prefer, say Ed de Mornay or more, but he say both this brisa and the brisa refer to where he counted the money and put it into the victim's purse. Yet there's no contradiction between them. Or the east lay Suze say because this second brisa, which rules that the robber has not fulfilled his obligation, refers to where the victim had other money in his purse. He delay Suze, Rene, he say. Whereas this first brisa, which rules that the robber has fulfilled his obligation, refers to where the victim did not have any other money in his purse.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. We said that both Bryces hold from Rabbi Yitzchak. He's constantly counting. He's constantly monitoring his keys to see what's doing with his keys. So how could one Bryce say that it holds like Rabbi Yitzchak, and nevertheless the guy doesn't know how much money he's got in his keys? Doesn't make any sense.
Note 27, or he knew how much money was in the purse to begin with. Hence, when he counts the coins in his purse after the sale, he knows that the stolen money has been returned. So he knew how much was there. There was note 27.
Oh, very, very good.
Yeah. The Rashi's only a few words here. The Isle Zuze, just right above the Mishnah. Isle Zuze Acheron, because he has other money. The Lo Yada Kama, he didn't know how much. Didn't know how much money was in the purse.
Yeah, I have a note here that the Rif in the back of your standard Gemora commentary of the Rif, Yitzchak Alfasi, he explains the matter just the opposite. He says that the brisa that says that the thief is not yotze, midaber shagazlin hexir esamos lekis shelo hayu bo mos. He says that where he's not yotze, that's where the Gemara says that he doesn't there was no money previously in the case. So since there wasn't any money previously in the case, lo mamashmesh behem. That's why he wasn't looking, because he knows there's no money in the keys. Gewaldig. Ve'ein kan minyan sheyiptor, and he's got no reason to make a minyan to check to see what he's got in his keys. Avala brisa she'amru sheyotza. But the brisa that says that the gazlan is yotze, midaber shegazlan hexir esamos lekis shahayu bomos, that has money in it, and therefore hanigzal mishamesh bo, and therefore the nigzal, since he knows that there's money, there's supposed to be money in the keys. So since there's supposed to be money in the keys, he's always checking to see what's doing with the money in the keys. Ulachain yesh kan minyan, and therefore he's going to make a minyan, and he's going to see that not only did he have the money that he previously had in his keys, but he's got the money from the purchase of the widget. He got the $100, and he's also got $200 that was stolen from before. And so he's gonna see that the stolen money has been returned because he had reason to check his keys. The other brisa didn't have any reason to check the keys because there was no money in it before. Mosif al kacha Rashba shemedubar shanigzel yodea kama mos yesh bekis shim lo kain lo yoil hamishmush. Okay. Vahu cholek al Rashi, and he disagrees with Rashi. And why does he disagree on Rashi? Shekasav shemedubar sheyesh mos nosafot bekis ve'eni yodea kama. Rashi said there's other. Rashi explained that the case that the Bryce is talking about that had extra money in the case beforehand, and nevertheless he didn't know about how much money there was in, and therefore he doesn't realize that the stolen money has been returned. He says that's not a good pshat. How could it be that if he holds like Rabbi Yitzchak, and he's got money in his keys, he knows he's got to watch it? How can it be that he doesn't know how much money is there? So that's the difficulty that we're pointing out in the parish of Rashi over here. And that's why you see that we've got some very formidable Rishonim here that are cholek on Rashi and learn the explanation of the Gemora exactly the opposite. Okay, very good. So that takes us up to the Mishnah. So we got 8 minutes left. So let's start reading the Mishnah. Louis, you want to read the words of the Mishnah?
Ein lo kachin min ha-roim temer v'chalav u'gedayim. One may not purchase wool, milk, or kids from hired shepherds. Below, Mish Omre, Peros, Eitzim, Uparosav. Nor wood or fruit from watchmen of fruit. Aval lokhin min haaretz kol polen aven.
Didn't hear.
So one may not purchase wool, milk, or kids from hired shepherds, nor wood or fruit from watchmen of fruit orchards. But one may purchase wool garments from women in Judah. Uchilei pishtan begalil. And linen garments in the Galil of the Galilee, va'agalim basharon, and caves in Shomron, v'chulan she'amru lahat min. But if any of these women told the purchaser to conceal the purchase, asur, it's prohibited. I'm sorry, it is prohibited to purchase from her. Ulokhin batzara and calves in Sharon, v'chulan sha'amru lahat min. If any of the women told the purchaser to conceal the purchase, asur, it's prohibited. V'lokhin beitzim v'tar negolin mikol makom. And one may purchase eggs from chickens, eggs and chickens anywhere.
Huh. Okay. Interesting Mishnah.
Yeah, it's very weird.
We got some Rashi on this Mishnah. We have any time to read the Rashi? Got 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll see how far. Ein lokim min roim. You don't buy from the shepherds. You don't purchase from shepherds. The ikolim, there is to say Shema ganvu. Possibly it was stolen. Matsato shel baal habayis, that it was found from the owners. Vehain atzmam osin, and them themselves go umochrod and sell it. V'ledat balim hu, and it is with the knowledge of the owners.
No, that's further. Okay, so ein lokim min haroin. You cannot buy from shepherds, except if he's David HaMelech, I would assume, or the Avos. They were also shepherds.
Okay, skip. Sorry about that. The Ego moment, there's to say Shema, perhaps Ganvu will find them.
Sono shel balabais. Maybe they stole. Maybe the shepherds stole it from the flock of the balabais.
The flock of the Balabayat.
Hamasor lehem.
And they transferred it to him.
That was entrusted to him. That was given over to him. He's been given over a flock from the Bais gave him over a flock of animals, and so now this shepherd, he wants to sell you wool, or he wants to sell you milk, or he wants to sell you even goats. So you say no, thank you, sorry, because maybe this is all what he took from the flock that he doesn't own. There was a problem with shepherds. So the Mishnah says that we are choshesh, that for the geneva, to not buy from the ganav. Okay. Very good. Yasher koyach, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Rabbi.
I'm going to be away for 3 weeks now, so it'll be a while before I see you all guys all again.
Have a great trip, Phil.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to New Zealand and Australia. So
Wow.
I won't be acting on from the Shia from there. I'll be busy, and B, the time zone is half the 11-hour time difference. It's the day is night and night is day over here and there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Enjoy your trip. Okay, bye, Alan. Safe trip, Phil.
Thank you.
Enjoy.